Yes, I'm Superman. Yes, I'm the real Superman. All you other Supermans are just imitating. So won't the real Superman please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Da, 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 da. Welcome everybody to another episode of Savage Cash. Here with me, Suppoman, the one and only, the main original entertainer in cryptocurrency. All the other ones are just imitating. So in today's episode, we have got a powerhouse. If you ignore this episode, honestly, you're stupid. Because I am going to be covering two cryptocurrencies, two new cryptocurrencies that I believe have huge multipliers awaiting them. And one of them, is it the new Chainlink? Is it better than Chainlink and 100th of the cost? That's what we're going to be looking at. So if you are excited about today's episode, then make sure that you smash up ye old likes like you know how. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you did subscribe and then unsubscribe because you listen to morons, I see the error of your ways. Come back and subscribe. Now, if you watched yesterday's episode, it was a beauty, a real beauty, particularly if you watched till the end and wasn't just one of those people who watches one of my videos, sees my picks, and then just rushes off. It's the chat at the end, which is actually sometimes the uncoverer of real golden nuggets. So, we are going to be looking today at two cryptocurrencies that are pretty new, and people say, oh, Superman, you just cover the old crappy coins. Not today, people, not today. So let's have a quick update. The market is looking not as good as yesterday, but better than it has been. In the last 24 hours, the price of Bitcoin has tanked under 19,000 in the $18,700 range. But the Independent, one of the UK's anyway, top papers have a price tracker on Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency value approaches new all-time high. So you can see that they are trying to bring some interest. And the greed today is still at 92. So still a bullish market that we are in. Now let's have a look and see how things are going in the market. I was on the wrong page there. So let's have a look. So Ethereum is under $600. So Bitcoin has spiked a little bit since it's 18,000, but Ethereum has tanked under $600. XRP still maintains just over 60 cents. Litecoin nearly 90, it was at $90 yesterday, and Chainlink was at $14 yesterday. And Cardano, 15 cents. So altcoins have taken quite a bit of a tumble, but Bitcoin has stayed relatively stable. Last 24 hours, NEM tops the latest rises again. Torchain, Aave, believe Aave got a mainnet launch, near protocol. And Bitcoin SV. Well, who cares about them? Let's have a look at the 24-hour losers. Horizon has had a dip. Quantum, Yearn Finance, Verge. Did I tank Verge? Status, Reserve Rights, Hedera Hashgraph. Come on. Come on. Let me just make sure I am actually live. Hold on. Let me just sort by market cap. Let me make sure I am live. I am live. People are here. Let's have a look and see who's in the house today. So we have got Jigadon, Patrick, Manny, Nash Dreamers back, USA Local SEO, Christopher Hanna, Bob Waltz, Lupac, Cali Boy, Red for Danger, Powart, Dan Liu, 44 Blockchain, LN Torch, Andrew, Arpan, John, Chess Music Theory. Interesting. Sarah, I've said Patrick. David Wood, Josh, good to see you. Lindsay Gardner, Crypto Preaching Pedro, Galactic Woman, Paul Adamson, Love Coin. Is that an actual coin watching this chat? So, Andrew Hughes, good to see you people. I am glad we have got a full house in the house today. Make sure that you smash the like as standard while you are watching. So, yesterday we had some good news for some of the coins that I have been picking. So, Polkastarter was one that I called at 19 cents at 43. A Polkadot Dex. That's booming. It's good to see. Linear has taken a little bit of a tumble. It's up from yesterday's price, but it has actually exceeded, or I saw that it hit 1 cent yesterday. Nearly 1.1 cents. Their mainnet launch is coming next week. I expect for this to go up. And then Vid. Now, thank you to everybody who followed me after I spoke about the Vi token yesterday. I haven't covered it properly, but the price has gone up, which is nice. It's good for me anyway, because I have got 11,000. Let me see if that's improved. But I've got 11,000 vibes. 1,000 vibes is the equivalent to 1 Vi. So I've essentially got 1 Vi now, which is... No, sorry, I've got 11 Vis, which means that I've got $1.20 from my videos, which is not bad for a social network that is very much under the radar, nowhere near the likes of Steemit. So make sure you follow @Suppoman on the Vid app if it is available to you. So we've had some beauties. Now we are going to get to the main event, people, because this is where you are here to watch me. So we have got two low cap or micro cap long-term holds that are under the radar and certainly under my radar. Now, yesterday I bought both of these cryptocurrencies. I am not a person that buys cryptocurrencies easily. I don't speculate often, but I do speculate if I see that there are incredible gains to be made. And these two, I believe, have. Now, I didn't take a full position. I was dollar cost averaging because I was looking to see how Bitcoin would react to, well, how the cryptocurrencies would react to the Bitcoin price being quite uncertain. And I'm looking to get more of both of these coins. Now, as usual, this is not financial advice. Use this to aid your own research. So, what's number one, I hear you say? The number one is this one, AP3 coin. This one I liked immediately, and it's very rare that happens. It's a little bit like when you're listening to the radio and a new song comes on. You know, you like hearing the songs that you're used to, the songs that make you feel quite good. It's very rare that you hear a new song and you think, oh, I love that straight away. Sometimes when I listen to the radio and I hear a new hit, I'm like, that's a bit crap. It's not until I hear it a few times that I think, oh, I really like that. And AP, I think, was one of those ones that I looked at and I thought, I love it immediately. Okay, and the opportunity was there immediately. So what is API3? API3 essentially enables for smart contract applications, decentralized applications to real world data via oracles. So if you know what oracles are via Chainlink, it's essentially taking data not on the blockchain and putting it on the blockchain. This is a way of getting it through a decentralized API service. Okay, it's different to Chainlink, and I'm going to show you why. So these are first-party oracles. Okay, so Chainlink and other competitor cryptocurrencies to Chainlink are third-party oracles. Essentially, they are middlemen. They are middlemen between the API and the blockchain, right? Which means that the information that is fed through can be open to manipulation. It can be open to bad actors changing the information, being middlemen. The information and the security of that information is not guaranteed. With first-party oracles, essentially the API operators themselves managing this service, it makes sure that the information is true that goes onto the blockchain and can't be manipulated and subject to attacks. It's managed by a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization. That is essentially the governance of this cryptocurrency to ensure that there can't be any bad actors, there can't be any malicious attacks, and that the information is true. And this is endorsed and been invested in by top tier venture capitalists. I showed you yesterday Pantera, one of the big 8. Hashed, also huge in this area. And Coin Fund. And there was another one, Digital Currency Group. These are big venture capitalists. I know of all of them. And they are vested for 2 years. So that means that they get like a daily vesting, but over 2 years, what they invested getting it at the pre-sale stage or early seed round, they can't just dump their tokens. So that leads to good price appreciation. That's what I really like about this, is that it is hot shit. But people can't just dump, these big venture capitalists can't just dump straight away and leave, the residual damage for everybody to be burnt by. Then they have on-chain insurance. This is insurance of the data. Now, this is not provided anywhere else. This is provided by and responsible, the DAO is responsible and accountable for the data, the trueness, or the validity of that data. And they provide on-chain assurance for the people who create decentralized applications that get the data from these feeds. So it's got on-chain insurance, so it's a safety net for the decentralized application makers. Now, as I said, this is not available on other Oracle projects. So this is massive. In my personal opinion, this is a real true competitor, not a shite copy and paste competitor like Band Protocol. This is a really good competitor to Chainlink, actually. Exciting. Anyway, it's cross-chain operable as well. That means that it provides data to every blockchain. Okay, it's not tied to one. It's not just Polkadot or Ethereum or Bitcoin. It is all blockchains. Okay, so they provide this service for first-party oracles, decentralized application creators on every blockchain. Now, the metrics. I love these metrics. So it's a 32 million microcap. Yesterday it was 27 million. I was hoping for a dip. The dip didn't happen. In fact, it hit an all-time high yesterday of $2.50. Now, at the moment, I think it's about $2.20. So it's a 32 million, it's a microcap. Microcap is essentially a cryptocurrency under 50 million in value. Now, its competitors are Chainlink and Band Protocol. I've used these as the two kind of, I suppose, barometers or, barometers for multipliers. So Chainlink, for it to hit the same market cap of Chainlink, in its current state, with its current metrics, would be a 164x. Okay, so I think it's got really good, potential to take your money far. Band Protocol is 5, but who cares about Band Protocol anyway? Who even really knows about Band Protocol? And people only really like Band Protocol because of its association to oracles. This one, I think, is more unique than Band Protocol. I really want to get your opinion on this, so let me hear what you've got to say. How excited are you about this particular under the radar coin? I want to hear just yes or no, yes or no. Yes or no, yes or no. I'm looking at the live chat right now. Don't know why you said Quantstamp. Quantstamp's a bowl of bricks, a pile of Oh yeah, and also it's got staking for the DAO. So and I believe that because of the governance structure, there's so much information I couldn't really put it on one slide. But the staking rewards for node operators are excellent. So it encourages greater adoption. So yes or no, yes or no. No, yes, no, yes, no. Band is far more exciting. We've got the Band Protocol police saying no. Yes. I'm going to cover where you can get it soon. Yes. Sounds good. I'm going to take a look. Hell yeah. Right, okay. So, somebody said, I doubted buying at $1, but never did. That's just like my Dash. Just like Dash. Well, if I'd have known about this earlier, then I definitely would have bought it. But I think this is really early anyway. This is early, people. Superman's on it early for once. So we got lots of yeses. Now, let's move on to the next cryptocurrency. Next cryptocurrency is this one, Phala. Now, I am really bullish on Polkadot Network projects. Really bullish on them. And I'm also bullish on anything to do with privacy. because when it comes to the regulation and when it comes to the digital cryptocurrency, digital fiats that are going to be brought out by various countries over the next 12, 18 months, in a bid to have complete transparency over what we are spending on, the privacy protocols are going to be absolutely essential, as I showed you yesterday. And Phala is a privacy meets Polkadot. So, what is it? Basically, it's a privacy infrastructure that's being built on the Polkadot network. It's a Polkadot project. Privacy infrastructure. What does that mean? Essentially, it masks data within smart contracts. Okay, now I've underlined it just like I underlined it in the previous slide. The underline is essentially what is the USP? What makes it different? What makes it, kind of unique in terms of what it offers as a value proposition? And this is what is unique in Phala, the masking of data within smart contracts. Now, Zcash and Monero do not use their particular masking infrastructure in smart contract transactions. So this is what is different, and they do it via multi-party computing, which is essentially a mix of both software and hardware. Now, why? What is the problem? Essentially, it's confidentiality in business, as far as business transacting with other businesses, as far as decentralized applications, where other businesses will communicate, transact, and do business with, and will also mask data within smart contracts. So Phala Network enables confidentiality in business. All right, this has a multiple amount of use cases. So firstly, in HR, when the HR aspect or arm of a business is trying to make sure that all information on employees is kept secret, or employment contracts are kept secret or confidential at the least. Nobody wants everything transparent on the blockchain. It's also useful in construction, with contracts, with tenders that businesses want to keep secret. It's also in healthcare, records of patients, the government sector, or should I say the public sector, where information, again, needs to be private, and there needs to be a private layer, and there needs to be masking of data. These are the use cases of Phala. And again, it is a blockchain agnostic protocol. So it means that, although built on the Polkadot network, it's essentially enabling for all blockchains to be able to, or any businesses using hybrid blockchains or any of the blockchains available to them, to keep that data masked. Love it! So let's have a look at the metrics. So this is an 11.7 million microcap coin. All right, now Monero and Zcash, 200x and 66x. That is basically the current ceiling of their current prices of Monero and Zcash. If it was to achieve even the minimum 66x in its life cycle, that's incredible. So 11.7 million market cap, I think it's good. I mean, as you all know, anything that's microcap is higher risk. Okay, as you move up the caps, low cap, mid cap, large cap, the risk is slightly more mitigated because it's got volume, it's got community, it's got longevity. It's much harder. It'll have a price support level because of all of its history. So it's much more likely to not drop and plummet and die. Newer coins are much more at risk, as we learned in 2017-18, is that these newer coins are exciting at first. They can absolutely tank, plummet, die. All right? So I hope that these two, although high risk because they are very, very low cap, that they are going to be good for the traveling of my money in this new bull cycle, in this, hopefully, next couple of years to 5 years over the next bull, bear, bull cycle. So, these are the two. So now let's get your thoughts on Phala. Phallic. They kind of are quite similar, aren't they? Also, let me know, which do you like out of the two? There's two different types of cryptocurrency project here. So I want to hear what you've got to say. Yes or no, and also Phala or API 3. Phala or API 3. I'm looking at the chat right now, so don't worry if you think that I'm not going to be seeing your chat, because I am seeing it already. Now, let's have a look, actually. Let's have a look in its current state. Polkastar still absolutely... This is what I do really like, the Polkadot low caps. Because they're new, and Polkadot is really just getting established. Ethereum kind of projects are just like, meh. Anyway, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at API 3. I really do want this to drop. $2.33 now. I really do want this to drop. Because I want to get more of this. Okay, so hopefully, let's have a look at the Bitcoin price. It's so uncertain. It's got all of these barriers, these resistance barriers to break through in order to find the clear sky. So it's a tough one. So I'm hoping that that works out in my advantage. Let's have a look at Phala now. Has this gone down or up from 11? It's 11.8. It's 9 cents. You know, so let's have a look and see where, because Phala used to not be available on anything. Now it's available. I personally have USDT sitting around, which I have banked for profits. So I've got this USDT, also USDT that I've generated from Bitmax, that I am looking to put into projects now to make my money move. I don't just want it staying static. I want it to move. So you got Huobi, Hotcoin, Buybox. So some good ones there. And let's have a look at API 3. I really hope that this gets on more exchanges. And at the moment, it's hardly on anything. MXC and Uniswap are the ones that it's on at the moment. It's also on some others. Biluxy, Gnosis Protocol. This Gnosis Protocol, if you get it with DAI... Actually, Gnosis Protocol, it's got virtually no volume. And that's probably why, but it's $1.27. Incredible. With USDT, $1.27. I wonder if that's even possible. That'd be a good bit of arbitrage if one can get it. Let's have a look at your comments. So, Galactic Woman, do you really intend to keep these over 2 to 5 years? It depends, really. It really does depend. I mean, I would tend to get rid of things probably after the first bull cycle, and when it hits my sweet spot. Okay, so my sweet spot is 50 to 1000x. Okay, I know that's quite a big range, but it all depends on how likely it is. Something like API 3, I do think it does have the ability. It all depends on what happens with the tokens over the next 2 years. As the daily vesting and the team's tokens are unlocked, then it puts it in the dumpamental category. So I really want to strike while the price is high. But I think this is I think it's good for a long term, 6 months or more. And what I want to avoid is a Voyager type situation. They were good, they were hot in the last bull cycle, and then they died in the bear cycle. So if it's not a good team, if it's not a good project, then getting a low cap coin, they may not survive the first hype cycle. But if we look at something like Chainlink, which it came out at the beginning it came out midway through the hype cycle of 2017. It didn't really have its best time in the all-time highs. So it went from 45 cents or so, where it hit a low of 19 cents when the prices tanked, and Bitcoin was going on a tear, and then it hit an all-time high of around about $1.30, and then it tanked again with the bear market. But then in the second hype cycle, look at where it's gotten to. So if it's got the longevity within the project, then you can hold it for 2 hype cycles. So it all depends. It's a changing picture. Like people say, oh, why didn't you say to sell Voyager? Well, because I didn't know it would die in the bear market. I mean, they did everything wrong during the bear market. That's why they died. But if it's a good project, then it should survive both hype cycles. Josh says, Phala looks interesting, but API 3 looks more promising. It does, actually. In my personal opinion, it does. But that's because, it's the connectivity issue, which is what API 3 are looking to solve. So the connectivity of information from off the blockchain from off-chain to on-chain, essentially. Now, because Chainlink are major hype, okay? Chainlink are hype, right? They are the most hyped project in oracles. But in terms of substance, with the first-party oracles, I really think that API 3 has a unique value proposition which could give this huge value down the line. And oracles and the decentralized applications and data feeds, I think, are really hot. So like I said, use this to fuel your own investment decisions. But I agree with you. Now, streamer, you wanted to drop, but helping it grow. Yes, I am. I know. I don't like it either. But sometimes I have made cryptocurrency videos, and the project has tanked in value. So maybe I was hoping for that at the same time. People probably say, "Oh, Superman's covering it. Time to sell." Yes, please. Yes, Uniswap is what I would use to pick up. Well, that's what I personally use, because Uniswap is really the exchange of the moment. We need a video if from tomorrow we would have to pay and live with crypto, which wallet we use and how to do that. Well, really, at the moment, we're not in that. I don't believe we're in that at that stage of cryptocurrency adoption. But seeing what PayPal will do will be quite interesting. Thoughts on Sutarusu? I don't know that. I don't know what Sutarusu is. I think I have looked at it before because I remember it sounding a little bit odd. 6 million market cap. Let's have a look and see the details. Privacy. It's Consnark. CAR's trust as Consnark. Okay, so that is similar to what Monero uses. And that doesn't ensure privacy within smart contracts. So it'll be interesting to see if this actually does enable smart contract privacy. Because smart contracts is really where you want some of the privacy, where you want the transactions masked. And whichever transactions they are, software or data. So, but I mean, if you're looking for if you're looking for a speculative buy, privacy is a good area, so it's not too bad. RFuel I looked at, was it Rio Fuel I looked at yesterday? It seems okay actually, Rio Fuel, because that again is Polkadot. What do you think about DataLink VidT? Now that's funny because I was actually confusing VidT with what's it called? The Vi token, actually. So what's this got? This has 30 million market cap, 1.1 million. That's a little bit. That's a little bit on the dicey side in volume. Data integrity verified. Rapidly digitizing businesses call for trustworthy data defense practices against fraud and errors. See, the thing is where is the explanation on how the technology actually makes it unique? That is what I'm looking for. So like I said, with the multi-party computing and the smart contract masking, that is what makes the Phala quite interesting. So anyway, yeah. So what do I think about it? Well, it's in the top 300, but not a lot. But again, some good speculative potential there. £10. Thank you, Josh. You are a legend. Oro listing on Bitmax. Yes. Oro listing on Bitmax. I saw that personally myself, and it's going up as a result. Total supply 100 million. Literally just outside my sweet spot of 8-figure supply. Don't know what that is. Right. 2.8 million. It's currently going through a kind of, what's the word? It's going through a bull spike because of its latest listing. Thanks for your thoughts on those coins, Superman. I appreciate that, honestly, Josh. That's awesome. Constellation Network. That's something I've not yet looked at. So please, do provide me with things to look at, because that is sometimes where the gold, that's where the needles can essentially be found in the huge haystacks that is the cryptocurrency market. I mean, at the end of the day, there's nearly 8,000 cryptocurrencies. So it really needs for, and I'm not going to be putting down people who are shilling coins on the channel, because sometimes API3 was a great shout yesterday. Lisa, thank you for that. So RO maybe. Let's have a look and see how actually BitMax is doing, because I think that's trying to keep afloat with the DeFi space. Very, very surprising that this isn't more, but I anticipate it will be more. Anything others? Any other Sphinx? Let's have a look at that crypto preaching, Pedro, because that sounds... Is that crap? Which one is it? CRU. I can't tell which one it is. Is it this one? Might be this one. 4 million. It's 4 million market cap, and the volume actually exceeds the market cap. It's 2 months old. 2 and a bit months old. Let's have a quickie. Everybody likes a quickie. Chain to decentralized cloud. Can't tell if this is the one. So I await further information. Oro's only 5 million supply. Actually, let me just have a look at another one. DOS Network. This is another speculative one in the oracles field. But again, doesn't really have the USPs. So let me look at Oro again. Yeah, it's masked at the moment. I hate it when CoinMarketCap doesn't accurately display the circulating supply. I mean, is it the project that aren't providing this? I mean, what? 67 cents this all-time high about a week ago. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, people, I think that is it. So, smart credit, it sounds shit without even looking at it. Afternoon, Karen. Let me just have a look and see. What? 59 likes? Is that a joke? 300 people watching and 83 likes. Smash the like if you haven't already. I have just joined you. Like smashed. I have got to go on the school run very shortly, hence why the earlier video today. Let me just... leaving shortly. See, the joys of being a parent plus a YouTuber. Anyway, so people, I hope this has given you some food for thought. As Bitcoin continues to be uncertain, it gives you some low caps to at least research and look at before they spike. So, make sure that you check it out, people. Check it out. Check it out. Anyway, peeps, thank you for watching. It's been a fantastic stream. I've loved you all being here, and I will see you of the next time. Always have this problem. Let me try it again. So, it is lights out, all out. Have a good weekend.